So I grew up in Israel in a small town and to a construction worker family. And there was really no expectation for me to get any schooling other than perhaps high school. So in my elementary school, again, 40 kids in one classroom. It was a crowded environment. The scene from across the window of my classroom was the town cemetery. So that gives you a feel of like what that was like. Israeli heat, 40 kids, no air conditioning. Teachers that were largely policing us. So suffices to say, with very low expectations for my family, with that kind of surrounding, I was not interested in doing well, and I did a great job at not doing well, to the point where I was kicked out of choir in the 3rd grade, and I was told that I had no talent for arithmetic. So I bought that. I said, okay. I mean, the choir part did traumatize me because I love to sing, and that was sad. But in terms of arithmetic in school, I thought, well, that's okay. I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here. I'm not welcome here. And I had no problems with that, and I never had any aspirations to go beyond high school. I barely finished my high school. So the question is, how did I get to Yale and get a Ph.D. from Yale? So there is sort of a fill in the gap between. And I have to say that my teachers, who told me that I would never amount to anything, in a way inspired me, because once I met the person who brought me to America, I came here for love. He was a student at Brown University. His name was Henry, and I met him in Italy. And he said, why didn't you come back to America with me? And I said, America? That's home of the Love Boat, and I'm dating myself. So people are seeing it now, may not get the references. But I said, America, that's not part of the plan. But he was a Brown student. And at the time, for me, brown could have been any other color. You know, that didn't mean much to me. But when I went and I saw his name was Henry, Henry did so well and loved brown. He said, you know, you can do this. I think you can thrive. And he encouraged me to go to college. I thought, hey, you know, all this, the teachers who told me I can't do it, well, maybe I can. And I went to the one college that accepted me, which was Rhode Island College. And if you haven't heard about it, there's a good reason for that. It was on the other side of the tracks from Brown. And I took notes in Hebrew. And I found myself in a research lab. And the professor who took interest in me said, you're pretty good at this, but you know, you probably shouldn't apply to Yale or Harvard or UCLA or any of the places I planned to. He said, you need to remember where you came from. And it was Henry who said, no, you should apply wherever you want. You have it in you. So I applied to Yale, among other places, and I got in.